Season 2 of Million Dollar Zombie Flips is airing every weekend on A&E, and every episode is filmed right here in Western Washington. The premise, they bring the most rundown houses back to life. And here to tell us what makes this season so special is host James Dainard. Thank you so much, and welcome back to New Day.
Yeah, thank you for having me back. Season 2, I can't believe it's happening.
I know, congrats are in order. And for someone that's never seen your show, what kind of homes are you really dealing with?
Well, the show, Zombie Homes, so $1 Million Zombie Homes, it just rolls right off the tongue.
It does.
They're beat up, tired, dead homes. And so the definition of a zombie home was actually, it was made when the bank owns were coming in. They were like abandoned homes. So a lot of the homes we buy are the worst of the worst. They're abandoned, they're hoarders, they're dilapidated, they are falling down. And many people think they're teardowns.
But you see something different in them, right?
I like the challenge. I think anything is fixable as long as it's got a foundation.
Really? Okay, I like that. Very positive spin on it. How do you find these homes?
They kind of find me. Like, we've been buying homes now for almost 20 years. I started in college. And we're kind of known to be the people that will take on the biggest of the biggest. And also, we partner with a lot of people in the Pacific Northwest. And so they're always looking for the best possible deal. And usually when you're buying the best deal, it is the biggest project.
Ain't that the truth here?
Yeah.
This season, there's a super special renovation that's really close to your heart. I'd love to hear more about it.
It was very unexpected for the show. So when we started filming season 2, I had just started looking at my grandpa's house, which it is not a zombie house. He took very, very good care of it. My grandparents, they passed away a couple years ago.
Sorry.
And I come from a large Catholic family. So my mom's got 9 brothers and sisters. We have 100 cousins, all local in the area. And my grandparents, they used to bring us all over for Christmas, Easter. In this home they built in the late 60s. And so it's been this like staple of our family since I can remember. And when they passed away, my family reached out to me about, hey, what can we sell this house for? We need to sell it. And I was looking in the area. It's in Houghton, Kirkland.
Okay, I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
Shout out to Kirkland. That's where I'm from.
right by the grocery center, views of the lake. And,
stunning.
But the thing with Kirkland has gotten so expensive is they were going to tear it down. The person that would have paid the most would have been a builder. Yeah. Unless we renovated it. And so when my mom reached out to me, I was like, hey, they're going to sell for this. She's like, okay, that's fine. But I could not see my grandpa's house torn down. I was like, I drive by it all the time.
Of course.
And so I offered to renovate it for them. I put up the money, and then we ended up selling it for a lot more. So the family made more money, which was great. I got to get back to them. But we were able to renovate my grandpa's house to a new standard, but we kept it kind of this really cool, eclectic house that I remembered really well.
Definitely. What was your family's response to? Were they obviously just so proud of you and to have this still in the family in a way?
It was really overwhelming. Actually, I had no idea it was going to be this hard to renovate because you're also pulling apart memories and trying to put them back. But the cool thing is whenever we had a little family party come through and everyone's like, it still feels like their house, but it was updated. So it couldn't have gone any better, but it was stressful. I would much rather buy a house that was on fire than do this again.
Fair enough. What are some of the major issues that you've run into this season that you can give people a little teaser at home?
Oh, man. So the show is, like, I know a lot of people think flipping TV not always real. This is real. Okay, so, we ran into some new partners, too. Some were a little bit inexperienced, so we had some hiccups in the construction because we do partner with people. But our team with Megan and Ryan, we've been flipping together for over 15 years. They've been with me a long time.
Wow.
Like a little family. I buy the worst of the worst. I don't really partner with people on the worst of the worst. And we bought 2 this season. When I opened the door, I was like,
what's the worst thing then that you've encountered? Can you think about that?
On the show?
Yeah.
We walk in, and this house was so encrusted in mold, I did not know how bad it was. And I bought in mold houses. This was next level, though. Like, the spider webs were moldy with the spiders. I'd never seen this. And I literally touched walls, and they were collapsing. And I was like, oh.
To the touch.
To the touch. And I was like, I bought the wrong house. Or the other bad one I regretted, I sunk through the floors as I was doing my walkthrough.
Oh, good.
And I was like, I'm like, how am I supposed to get this done for TV, let alone not or fix it?
Have a complete panic attack. That's what I would be thinking.
Beautiful.
I'm sure.
You got to stay tuned.
What makes a home valuable? Like when you're choosing these homes, what are you looking for to have this be one that's actually going to make you money?
So location, location, location. You want to buy in the right neighborhood, but it's also about the architecture. The cool thing about Seattle in the Northwest, and I think this is why there hasn't been many shows here, the homes are old. They're 100 years old. There's these craftsman beautiful homes, or mid-century, and seeing the potential of that original architecture, that makes a huge difference because buyers are looking for a specific type of house, and if you can bring that era back, that's how you can really keep the price up on the house. And it's a lot of work, it's a lot of money, but we really are looking for location and just the right architecture because that's what makes people really fall in love. Like I love a mid-century, but some people love a craftsman. And just being able to transform those and tie those together is really important.
I love the Leave It to Beaver style house. I don't know, maybe that's more craftsman.
I don't know if I flip one. I flip both houses, but it's.
I'll show you a picture of what I'm. How are you trying to help prevent homes too from being, becoming zombies in the first place even?
Yeah, so we've been renovating a lot of homes, and as developers and investors, we're in all sorts of communities. And for us, it's really important. What makes some of these areas special is the community itself, the people that have lived there a long time. And what we've seen over the years is there's a lot of friction between like investors and communities, and some people think flippers are bad, developers, and I wanted to bridge the gap. And I think one of the main problems of people leaving neighborhoods after a long time is because they can't afford to keep up with the repairs. These homes are really old. And the reason people like me buy these homes is because roofs, furnaces, things that create rot in a house, they don't get fixed. And then it snowballs into this really big problem, or the homes have to be torn down.
Right.
Water causes a lot of damage. And so what we started was the Heat and Dainard Community Fund, where we're taking 5% of our flip profits and we're putting it into a fund to where generational sellers and people who've been in the neighborhood for a long time, they can apply for a new roof and we'll pay for the roof. And so we were able to restore this really cool craftsman home in the Central District. It's owned by a nonprofit that keeps the community together. And we restored the 100-year-old siding back to its original condition. And if we wouldn't have done it, it would have fallen apart in the very near future.
Incredible. Thank you for all that you do for the community, and I can't wait to see the show on A&E. Appreciate you. And thank you for spending time with us today. For more New Day fun, subscribe on YouTube and be sure to download King 5 Plus for free. Don't forget to enjoy your new day, and we'll see you next time.